You hear me okay? What do you say we get started? Thanks for your patience, everyone. I think possibly having the big cookout and then starting at 1:30 instead of 2 threw some people off. I know it did because several told me that. But nonetheless, we have a good crowd, so we'll go ahead and get going. Um, I don't know how many of you can see what's on the floor next to me, but there's a huge rectangular piece of plastic. All the perimeter is taped. There's a chair and a ladder behind the chair. Now, I don't know anything because no one will tell us what's going on that's planning this, but I assume that's for the three winners of the Des Moines refugee donation baskets. So, can only imagine what's going to happen to these people. I just hope I'm not one of them. So, that'll be coming up here very shortly. One thing I want to do, I did announce this at our last big resident update meeting, but I want to take this opportunity. You know, Wesley on Grand, it's all about our people, everybody living here, working here, our families, vendors, everybody. And we recently had two significant promotions here. We have a lot of great team members working here, and this is another example of two really good people earning promotions through performance and very important roles to us. So this time, I'd like to have Bailey and Snell come up. Yeah. So Snell is a little shy, so kind of had to threaten him just now to get him to come to this because he knew this was going to happen. But I just wanted to bring these two up in front of everybody. Of course, Bailey is about to take a few months off. She's a little busy, but I wasn't I wasn't ready for that. Snell's not going on maternity leave, but But when Bailey gets back in a few months, she might be here Monday. Might, probably. But, oh my God, I keep praying. I keep begging her not to have the baby here because I'd freak out. But anyway, she's about to go on maternity leave, and immediately upon returning, she'll become our director of plant operations. Ed Ballestero. And of course, in the past, Bailey has helped us multiple times when we've been transitioning through some leadership changes and plan ops, and she did such a great job. It's like, well, what the heck? Why not just give it to her permanently? So that's what we did. So we feel real good about that. Sanel here has been here 25 years. Many of you have brought positive comments over and over again about him. Very committed, competent, does a great job here, as loyal as they come, and he is now the lead maintenance technician here at Wesley on Grand. So, but just wanted to acknowledge the two of them, and it's an example of what performance can earn team members. So when your heart's in the right place and the commitment and the effort and part of the positive part of the culture, good things happen. So I want to thank these two for all they've done. They've helped us so much over the 9 years I've been here and then some. But we're really excited about the roles they're going to have. So, and Ed Ballesteros is still around, by the way, our current director. He's here today. He's here every Friday, and then he works remotely for us in the mornings and evenings on the weekdays, and he's available on weekends, just so you know. He was touring some people a little bit ago, so he might not be done with that yet. But Ed is still around and will help cover till Bailey gets back in 3 months. So thanks for coming up here. I kind of put you on the spot, but wanted to do justice by your introduction. So thank you. So you can sit down now. Yeah. Want to thank everybody who participated in all of our activities this week. One of the things about Wesley Life Week is it just goes so darn fast. It's like the holidays. You look forward to it, and then it's over so quickly. Of course, we had the opening ceremony on Monday and had our chopped meal prep contest, which was a blast. If you're a Facebooker and if you've been online, you've seen Ben Campney, our very own Ben over here, who's taking pictures as I speak. Took a lot of great pictures of all our events this week, and they're on our Facebook page. So if you use Facebook, go on there and check it out. There's a lot of good pictures of the Chopped event. Of course, Tuesday we had our team member talent show, and And it was there was some serious talent there. I mean, you saw some incredible singing, some incredible piano playing. Randy Button, who would have thought Randy Button did poetry and had the courage to get up in front of this big full room? I don't know if I could do that. Randy's back there. That takes courage, Randy. Good job. And to everybody else, too. I mean, just the talent amongst our residents and team members was on full display. And this room, if you weren't here, was packed. But I had a call kind of go long, and I got here a couple minutes after it started. There was nowhere to sit. I had to stand back there. There were people in the hallway. And so, very popular event. Of course, Wednesday, we had the privilege to watch the Transportation versus Maintenance Olympics. And if you missed that, I'm sorry you did, because that was true athleticism at its finest. And I promise if you missed it, you would have laughed hysterically. So really want to thank the maintenance team members and the transportation team members for participating and being good sports. Everyone had a heck of a time. Um, and I also, all these events were great. Thursday, big highlights yesterday, but at 1 p.m., we had the history of the mansion presented by Fred and Arlene DeVries. So talked about the history of the mansion going back to like 1900 when they were starting to the mansion concept and building it, talking about the Chamberlain family, the businesses they ran. And it's basically about 125 years of history of our mansion. And I didn't realize they had shared in their presentation that there was a time where it was people considered tearing the mansion down, which I can't imagine Wesley on Grand without our mansion. So thank God some people decided not to do that, and we have our beautiful Chamberlain home still here at Wesley on Grand. But thank you, Fred and Arlene. That was a great show. I heard a lot of great comments about it. And then last night, of course, we had our Jazz on Grand concert, which is always a huge event for us here for our residents, team members, the community, and everything. So if you were there, it speaks for itself. But always a great event that we're well known for, and just another success last night. If you weren't here, it starts at 6:30. It's supposed to go till 8, and the rain hit us about 20 to 8, which I don't know if that's happened in my 9 years here, but we almost got to the end before the rain hit, but everybody had a great time, and that was a big success. So big thank you to everybody who helped set up for that. And the teamwork was on display as we were assisting with getting residents to good seats out there and everything, and helping people back inside, and bringing drinks, food, everything. It was just really great teamwork, and everybody had a real good time at that. And then, of course, today we had the cookout, the burgers and the hot dogs and everything. Want to especially thank Ryan and Melanie and, for standing above those blistering hot, smoky grills. And there were quite a few people helping serve, so you saw them out there. So I want to thank all of you that helped serving and set up and break down out there. So now that brings us to the closing ceremony. So one of the things we traditionally do at this is we have what's called our Wesley Life Week Awards. This year we have 4 awards that we will be presenting. The first one is the award called Revolutionizing Aging Award. And that award is a resident award. And it's given to the resident who epitomizes your senior years in life being the best years, being healthy and active and engaged, and just sometimes doing things where they're very inspiring. And we have, if you didn't know it, we have 7 residents here that are over 100. 7 of them. And we took flowers and a card to all of them this week. And this gentleman I'm about to announce as the Revolutionizing Tongue Twister Aging Award is Ray Michelle, who lives in the Grand. I don't see him, so he will get his certificate, but he is our 2026 Revolutionizing Aging winner. And if you don't know Ray, like I said, he's 100 years old. He's very active. I see him go by my office constantly. He's going to the fitness center. He's going outside, might be going off property, just very, very active. And it's just really inspiring to see a 100-year-old man living a quality of life at that level. So great job, Ray. Um, Next award is a team member award. And I know this team member isn't able to be here. She works nights. But this is called the Champion of Joy Award. And what this is it's exactly what it says it is. It's a person who's positive, and a great team member, is here to serve the residents and just brings a lot of joy to everybody around them. And we've got a lot of people here that fit that description. We're really blessed with our team members, just many of them. There are a lot of nominations. Um, but someone's got to win, right? So, and this was a very good choice. And unfortunately, she's not here, but her name is Julia Oria. Hope I said that right. Yeah, but Julia works the night shift. So she's our champion of joy for 2026. So let's have a nice round of applause for her. Okay, next I got a couple more. This next award is the John Wesley Award. And this is an award. The first one's for a resident, and the second one's for a team member. And the John Wesley Award is all about doing all the good you can for as many people as you can. And, that's kind of a all-encompassing statement. That person that is just constantly bringing good to the world and making a difference in the lives around them. And the 2026 award here at Wesley on Grand, the John Wesley Award winner is Alberta Pratt. So she she is not here, so we will give her her certificate. And with that said, we have one more John Wesley Award winner for 2026. Again, doing all you can for all the people that you can is the heart of that award. And I sure hope she's here because I know she's working today. I've seen her a bunch of times, but sometimes she's hard to find. But the 2020, and again, this is another one where, we've got so many good people in all of our departments that you see all these nominations and everything, and it's really inspiring, and you feel so grateful to have. The labor market nowadays isn't what it used to be. I'm sure most of you know that, but here we get a bigger than our share piece of the pie and have over 200 team members and have a bigger share than our market, then it's disproportionate in our favor. So we have so many good people. But but the winner of this award, and well deserved, is Jeannie Altman, who's our transition coordinator. Oh, make her come up here. Oh, get her up here. Come on. No, Sanel, Sanel did it. You can do it. If Sanel can do it, you can do it. So, so I'm glad. I'm really glad at least one of our winners is here for this event. All four deserving. But if you've worked with Jeannie as much as a lot of us have, she embodies everything about our mission. Ultimate team player, heart of gold for our residents, Energizer Bunny. The energy this woman has just blows me away. She's very inspiring in that regard. Positive, big heart. The adjectives can go on and on and on. We're just so blessed to have her. Very deserving award. But congratulations, Jeannie. You are a John Wesley Award winner for 2026, nominated by your peers. Okay, I will just conclude. One of the things we're going to do here in a couple minutes is we've got some really good video slideshow for you to highlight the week, and then whatever this madness is right here will take place after that. As Michaela's getting everything set up, I just want to conclude by saying, again, Wesley Life Week is about celebrating our people, celebrating our mission, our cornerstones, everybody living here, working here, everybody we serve, which is literally everybody that steps foot here on Wesley on Grand. And, I often get asked, Wesley on Grand enjoys a very strong census, which in our industry is not the norm. You see a lot of competitors or occupancies in the 60s and the 70s, but we're darn near full. We're 97, 98%. And that's rare air, especially for a place this size. And our team member retention, once again, probably about 5 of the last 8 years, we've been number one in the company in team member retention. And through June, we're number one out of the 10 communities by a wide distance. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and say we don't have a little drama once in a while, because we all know it happens with people. But in the big picture, we have a hell of a team. And it's kind of funny because I get, when the retention reports come out, peers within our company and outside the company will call me and they're like, how the heck do you have like a utopian, drama free, and you keep all your people? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't call us utopian because we're far from perfect and we can always get better. We're not drama free, but we do have a hell of a team. So I think that's one of the strongest statements about a community, is when such a high percentage of people choose to stay. So our retention this year will probably be, I mean, it's on pace right now to be about 83, maybe even 84%. And if we hit 84%, that'll be the highest retention number I've seen in the 13 years I've been back with Wesley. So that's everybody. That's every team member that works here and our residents, because it's everybody's culture. It's not my culture or the leadership or this director or that director. You know, we have an overall culture. We have many cultures in our departments. We have many cultures on our shifts. Many, not many. Hopefully that's clear. MINI. But so there's all kinds of just groups and everything, and it's about people staying positive and doing the right thing together, teamwork, and making good decisions and supporting each other. And we're in a super heavy regulated industry. Expectations are high. We care for frail, complicated people, which we embrace. There's just a lot to balance for everybody here, but yet they do it with hospitality, they do it with heart, and they support each other. And, and that's what I tell people when they ask me. I said, it's not rocket science, it's just a bunch of people that are here for the right reasons. So I can't say enough how grateful I am to all these team members and the residents that support us for making those types of realities realistic here at Wesley on Grand. And with census, same thing. A lot of the competitors in the market call regularly, and they're like, we're not going to give away too many trade secrets, but they're like, can you tell me anything? Why are you getting all this traffic? Why are you full? And again, I go, they ask about the big project we did a few years ago. Well, yeah, that's went over very well, but we were winning before that, and we win with our people. And sometimes that surprises them. I'm like, no, it's not actually not the project at all. It's the people living there and working there. That's why we're full. So again, that's all of you guys living and working here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. With that said, so just very blessed for all of you. I feel very blessed for all of you. Now with that said, we're going to shift to the slideshow that Michaela has ready back here. And then after that is something I don't feel blessed about. I'm hoping I'm not one of them. But apparently there's 3 winners. I don't know why they call them winners, but 3 victims that you'll get to enjoy. So this time, here comes our slideshow. And then I'll turn it over to Ryan.
Well, thank you, Michaela, for making that beautiful presentation, and thank you everyone who helped out this week. It's been a great week. The total donations, as you saw, was 843 donations to Des Moines Refugee Support, which is wonderful. Thank you, everybody who donated. It is such a good cause, and we will get them to them very shortly. For those of you who didn't know, it was not just a donation, it was a competition between the managers. Whoever had the greatest number of donations in their bin is going to be celebrated today. So we'll start with who is safe from being celebrated. The first person safe is, drumroll please, Shriver. Shriver is safe. She will not be celebrated today. Sorry. Better that next year. The next person who is safe is Audra. All right. The first person who is not safe and will be awarded by people on their team. So if Maria and Mariah could come up and help me with something, that would be wonderful. And their lovely manager, for those of you who don't know, is Sharika with 105 items. So let's celebrate Sharika. Come on up here. You can take a seat here, take off whatever you don't want to get messed. We've had a really, really hot week, so we figured something cool might be refreshing. All right. No, the table's turned. Here comes Angel with our celebratory beverage. Our celebratory beverage that Maria and Mariah will fill up Sharika's cup with on top of her head. You guys could do it together too. Yeah, Angel. Yep, just right on top of your head. The more that goes in the cup, the less you have to wear. Woo-wee! Good job, girls. Good job, good job. You give it to Michaela. Thank you, Sharika. You got shaked. Yeah. Refreshing, right? Okay, good. Audra made the shake, so thank you, Audra. All right. The next person who is not safe, I need Sherry Couples. Is she in the building? I need her to come up here and help me out for the next manager. Come on up, Sherry. All right. Sherry's manager is Jack, and Jack had 106 donations. Good job, Angel. Have a lovely seat here. Remember, you can try to get it wherever. It doesn't have to go in the cup. Oh! Jack, do you have any thoughts about your milkshake?
Sherry has terrible aim.
So for those who didn't hear, Sharika had 105 donations. Jack had 106. So it was very close, very close. The next person had 188 donations. Alex, can you come help me with something really quick? The person who had 188 donations is Sanel. Come on up, Sanel. How's that promotion? Did you get cooled off, Sanel? Are you cooled off now? Okay. Good. I need Jim to come up next and help me out with this next one. Jim's leader, fearless leader, has had many forms this week. First, she was a traffic cone, and now she is in PPE. Miss Bobby from transportation had 191 items. You look wonderful. You want me to take the lid off? There you go. Good job, Jim. Very well done. Very well done. Your poor shoes. So Bobby did have the lead donations with 191. This last person fell right in the middle. They were not safe, but they also were not the biggest loser or winner. Can I have Jamie come help me with this one? The last person who was on the bin was really, really tall. I think his name starts with a D. Damon. Damon had 122 donations. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Make sure you're watching. Round of applause for all our winners here. Caramel. So you can't eat sugar, but you can wear it, right? once again, thanks everybody for your donations this week. They went to a very good cause.
All right, everybody. So to officially end Wesley Life Week, give us about 5 minutes to turn things over. We're going to be bringing in some ice cream, and then you'll see up here we have a ton of toppings that you can pick from. So once the ice cream gets in, take a bowl, and we can go on both sides of the lines there. So, oh yeah. Also, in the back of the room, we have some birthday cake. We have some big acai bowls, all sorts of goodies. Am I missing anything? So, plenty of snacks. Thank you all for such a great week. It was a ton of fun. Enjoy the ice cream and have a great rest of the day.